Hi class, my name is GUSHEN, and I'm going to be talking about my identities as well as the things that I have learned throughout the semester. I am a woman of color. I am Asian American, and more specifically, I identify as Hmong American. Hmong is an ethnic tribal group from the mountainous regions of Southeast Asia. I specifically, with this identity, I have often faced oppression, not only because of the color of my skin, but how I spoke and my culture. English is actually my second language. I speak Hmong fluently. But basically, this identity, I did not have a lot of friends that identified with me. There was a lot of feeling of identity crisis, I guess, when I was growing up as a young child, and it made me feel like an outcast. I was bullied because others didn't want to find the time to learn about me and often made cruel jokes to identify me for things that I wasn't. For example, because I am Hmong, a lot of people associated me, they didn't know what it was, so they oftentimes associated me as Chinese or Korean or Japanese, but I'm Hmong, and so nobody knew what it was. And it's not derived from Mongolians. We are actually our own people and our own culture. But because I wasn't the norm for many people, I often faced unjust treatment because I was different. And my other identity, I am actually a United States Navy military spouse. As a military spouse, kind of differentiating from being Asian American and a woman of color facing oppression, as a military spouse, I often found privilege. And I wasn't just the Asian girl that nobody could figure out. I was someone important because I was someone important to someone serving, or I wouldn't say was. I am somebody important to somebody serving. And it made me feel important as well. It made me feel like I had an important duty as a spouse. And I was able to participate equally in all kinds of events that the military holds. I was able to participate in scholarship functions, formals, and events that supported our troops. I wasn't questioned about my identity. I wasn't questioned about, oh, what are you? You know, what is your ethnicity? What is this? Where are you from? I wasn't questioned for any of my identities. I was just welcomed and open in this open community of individuals in the military community. And I wasn't questioned, and I was part of something greater, and it gave me the privilege to participate in things. It gave me privilege to go to certain functions and things that normal civilians or ordinary people would attend to. And honestly, after going through my identities, the things that I learned about myself in this course was that I learned that I have earned privilege, and I've also faced oppression, but I still face it even now. There's still oppression with my identity as a woman of color, not only in the job workplace, but at school. Sometimes even at school, those who aren't as educated on things don't ask. They don't ask me for, I guess they don't ask for the knowledge of who I am. So there are still indirect microaggressions that I face. I learned the different forms of microaggressions and connected them to my past and evolving identity as I got older, or as I'm getting older. And I know that identities will come and stay, and some we may grow out of, but it taught me my own power within privilege and oppression. The additional information or training that I might want to seek out is I would like to seek out more training and learning about more cultures and ethnic groups, not just my own. I would like to be able to branch out to others who are maybe feeling like myself, because not often do I find other people who are in the same shoes as me. I would also like to participate more in organizations that support people of color. I think that oftentimes people in our shoes face a lot of discrimination and microaggressions that we need to address, and I would love to be able to put my expertise to that, while also learning more about others. Maybe there are other cultures just like me, with individuals living here in the United States that don't have that certain connection, and I would like to be able to connect to those. In conclusion, with the gaps that I would like to know more about, and I noticed in my own skill set, I have noticed that I have a lot to learn about our social and cultural systems. There are many things that social workers need to be mindful of and sensitive to, which I also need to work on. And my goal is to connect on that level of understanding. I know that I may not have all the readings for diversity and social justice down, and not all experiences from this course will connect to my personal experiences or even personal experiences of others. But I hope to gain knowledge from both one day. I hope to understand individuals that, I will one day be working with. I hope that I cross paths with individuals that I can gain knowledge from, individuals who are suffering from the same way. And I hope to gain that knowledge. I hope to connect with everybody. I hope to gain knowledge. I'm not the best at connecting well with others unless I have that shared experience, I guess, because of my personal experience. I feel much better connecting with those who are having issues similar to me. But at the same time, I also need to be mindful of others' experiences. I need to be able to be aware and sensitive to things that may not have happened to me. I need to be aware of situations of other individuals and be respectful of that. I would love to be able to set that aside to get to know those in need. My skill set needs to be made universal in order to advocate for everybody. I want to be able to support everybody. And right now, if I'm just at a level of understanding between my personal experiences and those similar to me, I can't open up my services to other individuals who might need it. My struggles with inclusion shows me that I should make it a priority to learn more about what I can do for others. And I would have wanted and needed when I was in that same position. So I think it goes for everybody. If I'm in somebody's particular shoes, I would want them to help me the way that, I would have wanted. So I think learning from all different backgrounds will help me. In concluding this video, I would like to just say that I hope to continue my personal growth and learning more throughout the courses of this social work program. I hope to learn more throughout the courses that I am going to take, and I hope that personal experiences that I will come to will help better me as a person, better me as a future social worker.